Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I'm running a little late. I said 6:20, 6:23. Whoopity doo, right? Yeah, working on getting some stuff situated here. I'm going to try to possibly jump on another stream while streaming. So it'll be interesting to try it because I was asked if I wanted to play some Commander, which I was like, cool, I'll play some Commander if everything can get up and running. Still waiting for the invite for that. But how's everyone doing tonight? I got home from work about an hour ago. Finally took a shower. Got some food warming up. Wanted to stream tonight. I don't know what. I was playing some MH3 draft the other night, and it'd be cool to maybe jump into that if the Commander thing doesn't happen. But yeah, it's just I wanted to stream for a couple hours, have some fun, maybe have some people on, chat, do whatever. Just a chill stream. Nothing super planned, nothing super crazy. Yeah, just doing that. So working on getting signed into this thing. So we'll see how this goes. Crack open something to drink here. Oh. All right, then. Okay, so it looks like they're full, which is fine. We'll go do some arena or something while we wait if they open up a spot. If not, maybe we'll do something else. Maybe we'll look at some Bloomburrow. I haven't looked really too much at it. I was watching Roundtable the other night, and some of the cards look interesting, but I want to take a peek at them and just give my 2 cents on them as a what's going on? Let's see what this is about and blah, 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 things like that. So let me open up a window here to find some Bloomburrow. Let's just look at some Bloomburrow. Hey, what's up, Fedmeister? Thanks for stopping by, man. Like the thing says, it's just a chill night tonight. But right now, let's go look at some Bloomburrow while I wait for my food to finish. Mythic Spoiler. That's where I go. Mythic Spoiler. Downstairs. Bloomburrow. Look at that. Ready to go. Bloomburrow. What is this? Notification on Discord. What is this? Oh. All right. So let's see. Let me share my screen here so we can go ahead and look at this stuff. Presented by. Yeah, don't show this again. I'm good. Okay, so we will show the entire screen because we need to show for the other stuff. All right, so here we go. There's some Bloomburrow. Look at that. This one right here, Maha. I saw that the other day and I was like, wow, that thing looks insane. Flying Trample for a 6/5 for 5 mana, and your opponent's creatures have a base toughness of 1. Like, that seems pretty ridiculous to me. I like how they have the choose up to 5 modes. You may choose the same mode more than once. So what does this say right here? Let's look at this. Seasons of the Bold. Come on, open up. It's so choose up to 5 blank worth of modes. You may choose. Oh, okay. So this costs us 3. This costs us 2. That costs us 1. So if you choose this one 5 times, you can make 5 treasure tokens, or you can exile 4 cards off top of your library until the end of next turn and play them, and then create a tapped treasure token. Words are hard. And then the other ones until end of turn to the next turn. Whenever you cast a spell, Seasons of the Bold deals 2 damage up to 1 target creature. Interesting. Okay. So it's kind of like Spree and like the commands mixed together, I guess. No, because you're not really spending mana into it. So it's more like the commands, but 5 mana to make 5 tap treasure tokens. I don't really see this card unless you cast it for free off of something. And even then, you got to wait a turn for the treasure tokens. I'm not sure I really like this card. Being at Mythic, telling someone whenever you cast a spell, deals 2 damage up to 1 target. See, if this did 2 damage to any target, that would be really good. I don't think it's that good. I think this is one of those fun mythics you play in Commander that does randoms and you have some fun with it and yada yada yada. Let's look at Rawl. Rawl is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a loyal count on it to count. Oh, fuck, I can't even talk tonight. Jesus Christ, people. I've had a sip of this and I can't even talk. When you cast a non-creature spell, put a loyalty counter on Rawl, Crackling Wit. Create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. Draw 3 cards. Fuck you, Crispy. That's funny. Like 2 McChickens, add ranch. Yeah. Draw 3 cards and then discard 2. Draw 3 cards. You get an emblem with instant sorcery spells you cast. Have storm. Holy shit. Okay, I like this card just because I'm a storm player. And I played Storm at the beginning of Modern when it was first introduced. I really like Rawl. Now, is it super broken? No, I don't think it's super broken. I think it's good because you have to build around it. It's not just like an auto include in every blue-red deck, but most blue-red decks are instant sorcery heavy. So I like it, but man, 4 mana starts at 4. It does protect itself by making an otter. It draws you cards and you discard 2, which can feed into some crazy shenanigans with like graveyard stuff. So that's kind of cool. But I think Rawl can be really good in the right deck. If we put it in any deck, it's not going to be great. Obviously, it has to go in the right type of build. It's not like a Sheldra that just goes in every black deck. Let's see. Hugs. I've seen that. I've seen Burke. Let's see. Let's look at the seasons. I haven't really looked at all the seasons. So Seasons of Weaving, 6 mana. It's the blue one. Choose up to 5 worth of modes. You may choose the same mode more than once. Okay. So you can pay 6 mana to draw 5 cards. Okay, so it's what's that one card? It's that card on crack, basically, for drawing cards. Choose an artifact creature you control. Create a token that's a copy of it. Return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand. The fuck is this? Like, this card's actually pretty good. Like, I definitely will be including a copy of this into VindiClick for Commander, but outside of Commander, this is definitely a blue control card. Like, you throw this into some kind of blue-black control or blue-red control, or it's definitely a control card. Like, that's its sole purpose is for control. It's nothing else. I'm just speaking very common sense, but whatever. A lot of people are gonna be like, duh, whatever. Fuck off. No, I'm kidding. Beza, the Boundless Spring. I haven't seen this one. So in the Boundless Spring, when Bounding Spring enters the battlefield, create a treasure token that if an opponent controls more lands than you gain 4 life, and an opponent controls more life than you. Create 2 1/1 blue fish creature tokens. So this is basically timely reinforcements on a creature with some other stuff. Like, this card's insanely good. 4 mana, 4/5. That if you're behind, catch up. Like, yeah, no. I honestly, in the beginning, I was like, I'm not too fond of Bloomburrow. Like early on when they announced the set, I hadn't seen any cards to it. Let me fix this shit. Hold on. When I saw like the set before any cards were spoiled, I was like, Bloomburrow, whatever, not that big. I'm not that like keen on it. Now that I'm seeing some of the cards, I'm seeing the set and everything and the artwork and everything, it's starting to grow on me. So, but yeah, that Beza is that's super good. Super good if you're behind. Now, if you're too far behind, it's obviously not going to catch up that high. But and it doesn't create a tapped treasure token, which is also nice. So like if you have like a 1 mana trick or something, it definitely can put you up on that. Okay, so we got the other 3 seasons right here. Let's check those out. So they're all either 5 or 6 mana. Okay, so they're pretty reasonably cost because you're dumping in. You're getting 5 modes worth of things. Holy shit, man! I should like take a 5-minute break to go like warm up my voice like a singer. La 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 la. No. Choose up to 5. Blah blah blah. Create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. So you can create 5 rabbit tokens, or you can create 1 and then exile target non-land permanent. Its controller draws a card. Okay, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so I put out an interesting theory because Superfast was saying that he says it feels kind of like Lorwyn, and I was like, what if it is on Lorwyn, but it's inside of one of those little globes that the Gilded Baron, you can't even see my hand, that the Gilded Baron is like holding. If you've ever seen the card from Lorwyn, I think it's like Morning Tide or something like that, or Shadowmourne or something like that. It's Gilded Baron. He's like picking up these little gems. And it's like, what if it's like a Horton Here's the Who type of thing where it's like a world within a world? And Bloomborough is on Lorwyn, but it's in the world of Lorwyn inside of this little globe. But anyways, it was just some weird, stoner thought, but it'd be cool. And then the 3 is return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it. Okay, so far the white one is the best, in my opinion, as like something playable. Hey, what's up, Michael Superbacker? Hey, I got off work like an hour ago too. I put in like a 10-hour shift. And I got to work tomorrow too. So I feel you, bro. I feel you. Seasons of the Burrow, yes. I think so far Seasons of Weaving and Seasons of the Burrow are like the better ones out of them. Let's look at Black and Green, obviously, before we make the full decision here. Seasons of Loss. So each player sacrifices a creature. Holy shit. 5 mana for 5 creatures. That's like a Barter and Blood on crack. And then draw a card for each creature you control that died this turn. So if you're like, okay, each player sacrifices 3 creatures, and you sack 3 creatures and choose the second ability to draw 3 cards, you're neutering your opponent's like field while drawing cards. Like that's actually pretty good. And then each opponent loses X life, or X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Oh, that one seems really playable. Like even in like a standard environment. I don't think it's on a level of like Gix's Command, but it's up there. It's pretty good. I would see that playable. Like if you're playing like blue-black control and play Weaving and Loss, like whew, that seems kind of good for the start of a blue-black control deck. I love playing blue-black. Like I played blue-black mill in a standard tournament and had so many people like raging, and I won. But that's beside the point. It was really fun deck to play. Seasons of Gathering. So let's look at that one. So you can put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. It gains Vigilance and Trample until end of turn. So that's really good. Like you can just be like, I'm going to choose these 5 dudes to have Vigilance and Trample for the turn, and they have a 1/1 counter on them now. And if you're playing modular or doubling seasons or anything like that, they're just like ginormous. Yeah, that's pretty good. Choose artifact or enchantment, destroy all permanents of the chosen type. So you can choose it twice and choose artifact and enchantment and just wipe the board of artifacts and enchantments while putting a 1/1 counter on one of your dudes. Or draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. So it's basically what's the other thing that does it's not Biorhythm, it's there's a card that does that. But yeah, they're basically just stapling cards together now, which is, I mean, this is where we're getting at in Magic because they're running out of shit. So yeah, and some deep thought, just like the land of what was on the crack. Yeah, pretty much. All right. So let's look at the rest of the mythics here because I don't think I've seen all these. Warren, War Leader, Rabbit Knight. Whenever you attack, choose 1, create a 1/1 rabbit creature that's tapped and attacking creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's pretty good. For 4 mana, 4/4, that's definitely commander. I don't know if you really, although it doesn't say when it attacks, it says whenever you attack. So if you're building aggro and you're on curve and you drop this turn 4 and you've got, a bunch of good 2/2s or 3/3s out there and giving them all +1/+1 until end of turn is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty high cost, but it's a 4/4 for 4, which is, that's decent for aggro, I guess. You only play 2 of those in the deck. You're not gonna play a whole ton of them. And it's a knight, so knights usually have 2/2, 3/3, 2/3, things like that. So no wonder I can't read this card. It's in like Spanish or something. Mockingbird for X and a blue creature. Bird Bard. Say that 5 times fast. Bird Bard, 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 Bird. All right. Flying. You can have Mockingbird enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with mana value equal to or less than the mana spent to cast Mockingbird, except it's bird and edition types, and it has flying. So it's basically a flying bird clone. That's what it is. Okay. Sounds good. Moving on. Flying bird clone. Let's see. Wick the Horrled Mind. Okay, that could have been that could have went horribly wrong. I'm glad I pronounced it right, guys. I pronounced it. And then I fucked that up. Whenever Rick. Wow, dude. Carl. Whenever Wick or another rat you control enters, create a 1/1 black snow. Do I need reading glasses? Is this what it is? This is what it comes down to. I can't read my own shit here. If you don't control a snail, otherwise put a 1/1 counter on a snail you control. So you create a snail if you don't have one. If you do have one, you put a 1/1 counter. Pay the Grixis pie colors. Sacrifice a snail. Wick deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to each opponent. Then draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. Commander card. 100%. 100% commander card. Like, not even going to be played in standard. If it is, I'll be very surprised. And it'll be in some kind of control deck. Some kind of Grixis control. That's what this screams, is a Grixis control shell. But I definitely see this in commander and not in a constructed format other than commander. Bringing back the level cards. Interesting. Gain the next level, blah, blah, blah. At the beginning of your combat, on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on creature you control. Pay 1 green to level it up. Give your stuff ward. Okay. And then pay 4 to level it up again. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many. Okay. So Innkeeper's Talent with Seasons of Gathering. Look at, there you go. That would be interesting. So, there's Hawktua Elder. Starfall Invocation, gift a card. What's up, DJ Longhair? If you want to jump on, let me know. I'm just kind of dirtling around right now, and I'm looking at some stuff on Bloomborough. I watched you guys the other night and saw some stuff, but I'm just kind of giving my own take on it since I didn't get to get on the show because I was working till like 6:30 last night. Had a long ass day yesterday. Yeah, no worries. Just message me on Discord or on here whenever you're ready. Gift a card. So you may promise an opponent a gift as you cast a spell. If you do, they draw a card before its other effects. So basically, if you say, I'm going to gift, your opponent would draw a card, then destroy all creatures. If the gift was promised, return a creature card put into your graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. Interesting. Okay, so it's a wrath effect that calls back one of your creatures if you gift somebody a card, which if I'm playing something that has a enters the battlefield effect, I'm definitely going to gift somebody a card, wipe the board, have this thing come in. Like, I could see me playing this in my Urza deck, which has Esper, and just like if I have Sharamon out, Sharamon the Hedgeman, and I Starfall Invocation, be like, you can draw a card, I get my Sharamon back, and then get something else back. Like, you could chain a bunch of like enters the battlefield return stuff. Like, that would be insane. that's where I see this doing really well. Other than that, it's just a really bad Sunfall. Kidnap. Gift a card. So enchant creature. When Kidnap enters, tap enchanted creature. If gift was promised. Oh, if gift wasn't promised, put 3 stun counters on it. You control enchanted creature. Interesting. Okay, so it's kind of like it's kind of like a control magic, but you got to wait 3 turns if you take it. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. Lizard Assassin. That's funny. There's some interesting interesting creature types in here. Sunspine Lynx. Players can't gain life. Damage can't be prevented. When it enters, deal damage equal player to the number of non-basic lines. Okay, so they basically stapled like Everlasting Torment, Leyline of Punishment, and what's that other card? Progress of Power. Like all on one card for 4 mana for red. That's insane. So yeah, that's basically where we are. I like Salvation Swan. It's basically a Resto Angel, but it's for a creature without flying. So whenever it or another bird you control enters, exile 1 target creature you control without flying, return to the battlefield, and so on. See, the nice thing is they didn't put like you could have like looped these. Like it would have been insane with some kind of like impact tremors or something, and just be like, oh, Salvation Swan, oh, play Salvation Swan, and just bounce them forever, and then I'll choose this thing and then bounce this, and then you take 100 and die. Like it's really good that they saw that. Like Wizards never fucks up, right? Never. So it's I give them kudos for actually making it to where you can't go infinite by accident on Double Swan. Now I'm sure there's somebody who's going to find a way to make it to where actually you can. Now I think about it. Bounces, so then you bounce this to bounce the swan, and the swan bounces it to bounce the swan, and then you just keep going back and forth, and then you choose a new target to end the loop, and then they take a ton of damage. So there you go. If I'm wrong, then flame me in the comments. If not, then go build the deck and have fun. It's red-white with War Leader's Call. There you go. War Leader's Call, Impact Tremors, Swan, Feldar Guardian. Like, this is a deck. This is going to be my modern deck. We're going to make a modern deck right here. Oh, no. Feldar Guardian's banned in modern. Is it banned in modern or is it banned in Pioneer? Either way, I'm going to figure it out. Village Bell Ringer, something. We're going to do something to go infinite and kill people. You know what? Now that I think about that, I'm gonna have to go scour through some fucking cards for Arena and see if I can figure something out for Standard. With War Leader's Call and go infinite with that and just like kill somebody. That'd be hilarious. So anyways, it looks like each color has a talent. So let's look at the other talents. Let's look at those. I like kind of looking at I don't want to look at like the cards that everybody else kind of looks at, which is like all the top tier cards or whatever. But let's look at Bandit Talent because these are some are rare, some are uncommon. So it's interesting. When it enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in their hand, they lose 2. Okay, so it's kind of like a rack effect on there. Rack or vice? No, I think it's rack. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 or fewer cards. Okay, so that's interesting. So that's a lot of hand manipulation in there. Artist Talent. I think that'll be really good in limited. Because a lot of the times you'll get to a point in limited where you're like kind of low on cards and you're both kind of sitting there like, what do we do here? And you're mana dumping to get this thing leveled up. So I think this is going to be a really good card in limited. Could even be standard playable. Artist's Talent. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. Okay, so looting effect when playing non-creature spells. So you can kind of loot your lands through to draw more. Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And then if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a player or to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much plus 2. I like this card, but it's too slow for like a modern Storm setup, like that raw the Raw Storm deck. I don't think, because you got to dump 8 mana into this to have it do that additional damage and cost 1 less, and like to have all the effects. The first effect might not be bad just to play it by itself in that type of deck, like pay 2 mana and just be like, every time you cast a spell, just loot your lands to draw more gas. Like I could see this being played in that modern Raw deck. I'm probably even calling it the wrong deck, but I'm sure a lot of you, if you keep up with Modern, know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't be surprised playing like 2 copies of this to kind of smooth the deck out on draws. Gossip Talent. Whenever a creature you control enters Surveil 1, I 100% will say that Surveil is better than Scry. Just for the fact that you can fill your graveyard while thinning your deck is a much more powerful mechanic than Scry. Don't get me wrong, Scry is good, but if you had to tell me one had to go and one had to stay, I would tell you to keep Surveil. 100%. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. Okay. So whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may exile it and then return on. Okay, so you hit him for damage and then get to get enter triggers. Cool. Let's see. Is there any other of those? Was there not a white one? Or did I do the white one already? Hey, what's up, Mrs. Hillbilly? So I see a green one. I see a black one, a red one, and a blue one. So did they not make a white one, or is it down further? Because I really want to see. See, there's another green one, Hunter's Talent. Whenever Hunter's Talent enters, target creature you control deals damage equal to the power of target. Okay, so it fights. Well, it doesn't fight. It what's that? It like attacks it, but it doesn't fight. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+1 against trample until the end of turn. And at the beginning of your end step, you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Interesting. That seems pretty good for an uncommon. Definitely playable and limited. Okay. The whole set hasn't been spoiled yet, has it? I mean, I'm dumb. I don't think the whole set's been spoiled. That's why we don't see the white ones. Duh. Hey, I didn't say I was smart, right? All right, let's look at some gold color cards here. A frog druid, a frog wizard noble, a rat rogue, bat cleric, frog wizard, bird scout, raccoon warrior. Interesting. Okay, what does this do? Trash tactician. Oh my god, I just want it just for the fact that it's a trash panda that has trash tactician. Legendary creature, raccoon warrior. At the beginning of your first main phase, add red or green for each raccoon you control. Whenever you expend 4, you gain 3 life. You expend 4 as you spend your 4th total mana to cast spells during a turn. Whenever you expend 8, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Okay, so I have a little bit of a problem with this card. One, it's an aggro card. It's a 2/4 raccoon warrior. When you expend, you gain life. When you expend 4. When you expend 8, you exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. At the beginning of your first main phase, you get red or green for each raccoon you control. Okay. So are you just trying to go as wide as you can with this guy, but then you're expending to gain life? When there's some decks out there that really don't care about your life total because they have alternate win conditions other than getting you to 0. I don't know how I feel about this card. This card feels like it's all over the place. It doesn't feel like it's the only like centralized theme is that it's like going off of raccoons. And then you're exiling the top 2 cards to play them next turn. Like it just, I don't know. I don't know that I actually maybe it's good in a combo deck. I don't know. It feels weird to me. It feels clunky. Maybe somebody will build around it and make a really amazing deck with it. So those are the Squirrel Warlock. I know DJ's probably loving this because it's in his colors. Camellia, the Seed Miser. Menace and other squirrels you control have Menace. Oh my god, if they didn't get bad enough already. Whenever you sacrifice one or more foods, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Forage, put a 1/1 counter on each other squirrel you control. To forage, you exile 3 cards. Okay, I was going to say, holy shit, this seems broken. 2 mana to put a 1/1 counter, but you have to actually exile things from your graveyard, so it's not that bad. Or sacrifice a food. Oh, okay, that's different. Okay, so if you can make a ton of food tokens, you can make this thing go nuts with squirrels. Nuts for squirrels. Anyways, wow, that's only a rare. I'm sorry, but that feels more like it's mythic power level. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like that's a lot higher mythic, like a lot higher power level than it's letting on. Helga, it does the lightning bolt. Oh my god. Helga Skitterish Seer. So it's in Bant, Frog Drew. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 4 greater, you draw a card, gain 1 life, and put a 1/1 counter on her. What? So this is like Garruk's Uprising, but just better on a creature? Like, that's insane. Yeah. Definitely mythic power level. Phineas Ace Archer. Let's see. Any good spells in here? Or is it just creatures? Looks like it's all creatures. Oh, there's the 3 Tree City, the $40 land incoming because of all the. I'm telling you right now, if you okay, it enters. When it enters, choose a creature type. Okay, every freaking person who plays tribal anything is going to play this card. Because then you can pay 2 and tap, choose a color, add an amount of mana equal to the number of creatures each. Like, okay, the fact that this taps and creates colorless, okay, is insane because this card is stupid good in Eldrazi. Because if you play a bunch of the dudes out that can make Eldrazi spawn tokens, those are Eldrazi's. And so if you choose Eldrazi when this comes in, this is an Eldrazi's Gaia's Cradle on crack. Like, you can cast Emrakul, Ulamog, all these guys super fucking fast off of this land. Like, that's what I'm telling you. This is going to be a $40 fucking land. Like, hands down. Going to be worth some money. Foils are going to be ridiculous. The alternate arts are going to, yeah, it's going to be insane. So if you open this card, it's going to be worth some money. What's up, Cane Shakers? Thanks for stopping by, man. Just kind of, right now, just going over a little bit of Boom Bro, just kind of brushing through it. I know a lot of people have beaten this set to death. I'm just kind of going through it while I wait for my food to finish. I'm pretty sure it's finished. So let's look at the showcase. I like the art. Like, the showcase art is like chef's kiss. Like, it looks fucking amazing. Like, I'm actually really like, hats off to the artists that did these, like, insanely good. Then you got, what's this? Is this these are the borderless? And then, these are like the raised etched or the raised anime foils. These, oh my god, these look insane. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was. Oh yeah, it's hands down the top 3 chase cards for the set. Mind you, we haven't seen the whole set, but it's definitely top 3, if not the number 1. But like, I wasn't going to buy a collector box of this set. I mean, look at the. Oh my god, those are beautiful, and of course they make one of each season, right? So this is like the old what is it, Mishra's was it Workshop, if I remember correctly, where it had the spring, summer, fall, winter. Like, they're doing that for the tree. Each one of these, I guarantee, is going to be at least $70. And that's the non-foil version. I'm calling it right now. The non-foils are going to be like 70. You're looking at foils are probably going to be like 120 to 150. They're going to be outrageous. They're going to be insanely high. I mean, even the Planeswalkers look great. I mean, this one, Liliana is my favorite, and so I'm definitely going to try to get one of these if I can. Extended art, you just do away with it already. Nobody cares about extended art. These look like the promo pack uncommons here. Fell, destroy target creature. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, I don't normally buy collector boxes unless it's something I really want. Like, I bought one of MH3 because I'm like, why not? I love Modern Horizons, and I was like, why not? Let's see if we can pull some good shit. Speaking of, if you haven't seen the short that I uploaded the other day, I think it was Wednesday was the short that I uploaded. I pulled this guy right here. Let me make myself big for a second. I pulled a foil Emrakul World Anew. There we go. There's a good spot for it. $120 card. I'm going to be raffling that away. I'll talk about it a little bit later, but I'm going to do a raffle where there's going to be a ton of prizes and stuff. Not like the pool game. It'll be a little bit different. I'm going to buy a ton of those like raffle tickets, and people can buy a ticket, $2 a piece, to try to win that Emrakul. Basically, it's to try to fund me for Vegas. So, but anyways, let's get back to Bloomburrow. But that's what this, yeah, it was. I was super stoked. I actually pulled 2 Emrakuls in that pack. It was a nice pack. If you haven't seen it, then go watch it on my shorts. Let me see if I can put a link so people can go see it. But yeah, it wasn't that I still have 2 packs to open from that collector box. And there was a foil etched Ulamog pulled out of there by that was MH. I have not, DJ. I had a problem with my car battery went out, and I had to replace it. It was $250. But what I have everything boxed up, like it's all ready to ship. I just have to get to the post office and pay for it. So I'm working on getting everything kind of organized and ready because I have to work tomorrow. I was going to go to the post office tomorrow. I'm going to look into possibly just buying the postage online and printing it out. Hopefully, I'm going to test that out and see. But I will update you guys further on the shipping for that. The other thing too is my apologies to everybody for taking so long with it. Everybody that was in the pool game and in the your live stream buying packs and stuff, every single one of you is going to get a couple free raffle tickets for the Emrakul giveaway and other things that will be in there as like, hey, I'm sorry it's taking so long, had some shit come up, but everybody's going to get a couple free raffle tickets automatically for that. So, but I will try to get those out as soon as I can. It's just working 10 to 12 hours a day and also working Saturday right now is killing me. I barely have time to even come home and do things with the family right now. So, yeah. All right. So back to this. So yeah, those are the promos. I like the Fell. I mean, it's a sorcery, which instant speed would be insane for destroy target creature. Sort of Fire Nice is a special guest. Wow, that's actually a really good special guest. It's been a let's see if they actually continue and put some good cards and stop making like commons be special guests. Like unless it's like a $20 common, like don't put it as a special guest, please. All right. So that is it for Bloomborough. Right? I'm aware. I don't, like I said, I don't think the full set is spoiled, so we're still waiting on some stuff. Oh, they brought Runaway together again. That was from Throne of Eldraine. Any other? Might of the Meek? No, I don't think. Yeah. Is there any other? Oh, look, there's that card or that art they spoiled. Repel Calamity. Destroy target creature with power of toughness 4 or greater. It's basically that other card. Yeah. That card. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Any other reprints? Not that I'm seeing yet. So, oh, what's that? It's 8 mana. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature card you own in exile and in your graveyard. That's going to be a good card for limited. 6/6 Menace Death Touch. Yeah. The swords are always classic. Yeah. Swords are always good. I never have a problem opening up a sword, right? So, yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to open up Arena now. Let's go ahead and close this out. Make myself bigger here. Just trying to get my headset to connect. Wasn't connecting. So I have not made a picture or thumbnail or anything for the raffle, but there will be some good prizes. I haven't set a date either of when the raffle will take place. But like I said, it's going to be the price point is going to be $2 a raffle ticket. Okay. So you can buy as many tickets as you want. The whole thing behind the raffle is to help pay for my stuff to get to Vegas. So I'm putting up stuff that I own, that I have, like cards and product and other things, to basically raise money to get to Vegas so that I can make more content, so I can meet some of you guys, and we can do some stuff for fun while we're there. That is the whole reason why I'm doing this raffle idea. I might even throw in this commander deck that I picked up at Walmart for like $30. It's the Draconic Rage commander deck. It's a $100 commander deck. So I might throw that in there as a raffle prize. I have tons of like $20, $30 cards from MH3. I might even throw in I have these. I just got these. A play set. Well, it's not a play set. It's the set of 10 oil slick lands. So I got another set of these in. So I can... That's like $60. These lands, that's insane. Like it's almost $60 worth of lands for just these 10 basic lands. Like that's ludicrous. So yeah, there'll be some good prizes in there. Might even throw some fetch lands, some other stuff. So it's just a matter of you buying tickets and winning stuff. That's all it's going to be. So I am going to, if you're a Patreon member, you will see the list of things before everybody else. The link. Okay, my internet was going crazy. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? Working on getting your stuff shipped out, bro. I'm hoping to have it out soon. Brandon was the winner of the box last pool game. I will be doing a box for Bloomborough. That will be so that's the other thing. The pool game will be, I think it's a week or two after Bloomborough comes out. and I'm selling. It'll be 130 spots. If we can sell all 130 spots, somebody will be guaranteed to pull the Sheldred, the etched foil Sheldred the Apocalypse that is in there. She hasn't been pulled the last two games, so I'm trying to make it like this will be the final game for a while. And hopefully somebody will pull her this time. Yeah, and I'm also going to limit people to only be able to buy, I think, 20 slots right away. And then once it gets past a certain point, as we get closer to the date, if we haven't sold out, then I'll allow people to buy in. But if we sell out really quickly, like for some odd reason, I don't see this happening, but let's say we sell out the 130 in like a week, and we still have like a month before the game, I might reach out to the individuals that have bought in and see if they want to allow more people to get in, and we'll add some more stuff to it. And I'll definitely add some good shit into there to make it worth, these people saying, hey, okay, add some more spots. We'll add like 20 or 30 spots or whatever. But there's everything of how many people have bought and how many we've sold. I think 130 will probably be the right number. I think we'll allow. And then the Patreon bonuses are going to change a little bit to accommodate that 130. So I think what I'll do is I'll do since I'm going to try to get a collector booster of Bloomburrow, I think I might do a Patreon exclusive to where, depending on your level, you might get. But I'll figure all that out as time goes on. So let me pull up my screen here so you guys can see I got Arena open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I've drafted the other day, and hopefully this thing will actually fucking populate. There we go. All right, so let's go into here, and while I go get my food, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop open the deck list here. That way you guys can see what I drafted while I go get my food, and then I'll play this. And so right now I'm 2-1. I think I won 2 games and I lost a game. I should have lost the second game that I won, only because this guy had an insane, like, green-white modified life gain. Like, I put him to 6, and then he got back up to like 30. And it was wild how the game went. And I ended up drawing out and beating him, which I thought was interesting. So this is the deck. I'm going to leave it up real quick so everyone can kind of peek at it while I go grab my food, because I am starving and I have not eaten since like noon, and it's already 7. So let me go grab that, and I will be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. So basically, I went with this kind of go as good as I thought it would, but we're basically going aggro here. This can count as a land. I'm playing 16 land because my curve is so low. We got an Angel of Ruin in here for like kind of like a top end big beater. The Knight helps you find cards, turns into a 4/5 if you need to. This is kind of like the bread and butter of the deck, where you have the 3/2 flyer. You got the Goblin that can pump with the energy. You got these big, Void Pouncers. Recruiter of the Guard lets you go find things. This thing is really good because we've got where we can put counters. Like with Mentor, we got 3 of these. So if we put these on the bigger creatures and we start mentoring, and then we drop one of these, we can proliferate all our guys to be bigger. This is kind of like a pacifism, It stops their biggest creature. This is removal, deals 4 damage. Wing it, combat trick. Expel the Unworthy, another removal spell. This is, I'm going to sack my little dude, take your big dude, kill you, things like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, you always want to have artifact and enchantment removal of some kind. You can also turn it into a land if you need it. Part of the reason why I went 16 land is because we had a couple cards that could be lands if we needed them to be. So it made the deck a little bit more consistent. So, and the thing is we were like right at like barely enough playables. So, like I said, loss here. Let's just see what happens. Let's see if we can crank out a couple more wins here. As I stuff my face. So have any of you, if you play Arena, have any of you drafted MH3 yet? Or do you even care to draft? Like, what are some of the things you guys like to play? It always struggles on the first game here. Let's see if we can get it to. That's what happens when you live in the middle of nowhere. I think it's called Tiny Heroes. I could be wrong, but I think it's called like Tiny Heroes or something like that. And yeah, I hadn't played Arena in probably like 2 months. As you can see, I'm still bronze, or well, you can't see it, but I'm bronze. All right, come on. There we go. I mean, it's not great, but they go first, so we'll keep it. We got 4 lands. Means there's only 12 left in the deck. Like a 1 in 3 chance to draw a land. These are the type of things that go on in my head as I play. All right, so he's on red as well. So let's just go ahead and match him. Red, black. All right. Let's go ahead and get this out there. We have to untap. Wing it might be good. Especially if he's got some kind of removal spell. The thing that sucks is I couldn't get any lands that gave me colorless, so I can't take advantage of the kicker. There it is. Fine by me. We did draw land. That was amazing. Oh my god. Really? We're going to just draw land, huh? All right. Wow, what did he discard? Lethal Throwdown. Okay. Has menace, so I think we're going to do this just to keep it like off the board for now. And then I think it's time to put our guy down. Yeah, Brawl. That's probably what it is Brawl. Okay, so that's good. Oh, you would sacrifice a creature or modify a creature. Okay, well, I guess we just keep ripping land here, huh? So we're gonna burn that energy because we're not gonna need it for anything else. He's obviously gonna lethal throwdown. So modified creature. He'll draw a card, so he's going to sack this to kill this. Surprised he didn't just get the blast back. Because then he could have just sacked 3 energy, but I guess he wants to draw the card. That's fine with me. Yep. I don't have a way to protect it because that's not going to protect it, so it's going to automatically kill it, so that's fine. So 5, 6, 7, 8. We have half our land. So 21 to 8, or are we going to get Moto shuffled? Blood-soaked insight. What does this do? Target opponent exiles top 3 cards on. Okay, it's going to be all spells now. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Really? Jesus. That's insane. All right. Must be nice. Put a shield counter. And let's just pass the turn. Damn. That's brutal. All right. So he's going to play the knight. He got so much value from our shit. So we get a 1/1 counter, which is not surprising. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yay. We drew a spell. All right, let's see what happens now. 4, 4, 5, 6. And he still has 5 cards. Jesus. Yep. Resolves. Okay. We'll just discard this land. Look at that. Oh, it actually did something. He's probably going to think, oh man, this guy flooded. Nice thing is we have the shield counter, so we can... Interesting. He's going to equip that there. Okay. Okay. So he's tapped out, basically. Let's see where he puts the Mentor counter. Where's he going to put the counter? Puts it on there. Okay. So then this is easy. This is an easy trade. So that resolves. That's fine. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to put this here. And we're going to put this here. And then we're going to wing it onto here. So that it kills both his creatures. Oh, that, yes. Please put that to the bottom. So he took a land. We put a land to the bottom. 7, 8, 9, 10. That means there's only 6 more lands to draw. Look at that. All right, we'll put this thing out there. Put a shield counter on this thing. And no attacks. The reason why I put on that is because that's flying, so we can block his little 2-1 that he's going to turn into a 3-1. If he puts the cranial ram onto it, actually it becomes a 4. Becomes a 4-2. Yeah. What? Okay. Good thing we put it on that then. Okay. Yeah. We're snap blocking right here. All right, we need to draw something good here. That was actually really strong. Bestow onto here, and now it's a 5-5. No attacks. Okay, let's just keep ripping fire. That's what we need. I need to draw the thing that deals 4 damage or exiles a creature. That's what we need to draw here. He's at 4. He's drawn 8 lands because that one isn't actually a land. We've seen 10 of our lands. No way. Wow. He just ripped that too. That's insane. I'm really far behind. I don't know if I'm actually going to... What's getting so flooded and then him taking 2 of my best cards. Yeah, we're going to have to eat the 7 because I don't know what's on top here. Just going to play that. Go back Pinnacle. Yeah, we lost this game. And there's literally nothing we can do. He's going to get back the Rebirth if he's smart. Yeah. What? He gets back that? I get back the Rebirth. Like, why? Yeah, we drew a land. We're done. Let's just go to the next game. That was fun. Not really. Come on, let me concede. He's like splashing a white. What's he splashing the white for? Because I didn't see anything in his deck that was white. That's what makes me wonder. What was he splashing? Oh, no. He took the planes from us. That's what it was. Because that's our planes. Durr. We struggling. All right. Well, first game out of the way for the night. Let's see if we can pull this off. Okay. Maybe we should have mulligan. I don't know. I feel like 4 lands and a 16 land deck was more than enough. And I don't think, based on probabilities, we shouldn't have drawn any more. I feel like seeing 10 out of our 16, 11 out of our 16 lands, we got screwed. Maybe we also got paired way up. We got paired up against gold while we're bronze. Like, I feel like I don't understand their matchmaking sometimes. I mean, seems good to me. You mulligan. 4 lands again. Let's see if we can draw 11 again. Let's see if we see 11 land, and we're at 29. What is that? 12, 13. Out of 13 cards? No, that's not right. 20. We're at like 26 cards, so it's 14. 15 cards. We saw 11 lands. That's insane. There's another rhino. I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I don't see... Oh my god, really? All right, let's drop this, put a shield counter on it. We definitely should shield counter our mountain. He's going to destroy our mountain, watch. Enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a non-token. Oh, okay. That gets around shield counters. All right, well, let's just play another one, right? Do you have another one of these? A Cursed Marauder is basically Fleshbag Marauder, just smaller. Interesting. Dream Tide. Card. I think it should see play in Modern. Now, in what deck? I have no idea. He's 4 colors. Wow. Interesting. Dross Claw. Yeah, I'm gonna block. Why wouldn't I? Okay. That is completely fine with me. Let's go ahead and play this. Play this. Destroy his little living weapon there. And now he doesn't have a creature. And we swing damage? Three, fabricate 1. Okay. Resolves. Like the one time I want to see red mana. Play this thing out and just keep going wide. Scared of anything right now. So we'll see what happens. But this has other non-token creatures you control have fabricate 1, 2, and tap to populate or proliferate. That's interesting. Okay, populate or proliferate. This thing, gargantuan. Okay. That was a good card to draw. So let's just go ahead and do this to expel the unworthy on this thing. Bye-bye. Take 12. There we go. We got the win. Yay. All right. Let's see what else we can win. Oh, he ranked up. Woo! Tier 2, baby. Excuse me. Tier 2 Wood League, baby. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's go for another win here. Is anybody even like using these Modern Horizon ticket things? Because like I don't even know if it's even worth it. From what I hear, it's not. Waiting for opponent. Oh, man. I need better internet. Double vision. Yeah. I don't see this as a bad hand. I'll keep this. Because then we can play. Oh, look at that. Turn 1. Play this. Hopefully get a turn 2. Play this to support and then proliferate. Look at that. Oh, baby. Okay, now we just need to draw that up. Okay, there's our other land. So hold on. What the fuck does this do? When it enters the battlefield and whenever you draw a card, draw your third card each turn and mass zombies 3. Oh, okay. You know what? It has 0 mana value, right? So we should be able to target this, and he gains 0 life, and we attack for 4. Look at that! Oh, I like it. And we still have the Dog Umbra for later. Oh, what is that? 2 mana? 3 mana. Okay, that seems kind of good. Well, we get to untap, play this, and then do this. That's going to be nice. Ooh, we put 2 to the bottom. Okay. Oh. We're going to play this first. Then we're going to play the Sky Claw. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he's here. We're kind of building up to go wide. What's this? An attack in the air for 3. See what he does. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So he gets a 3/3 zombie. Interesting. Yep. So we get a forest. Nope. No blocks. Well, that'll be good later. to exile those two things. So let's go ahead and do this. Take action. Then we'll go ahead and put this out there and proliferate. Something bigger out. Okay, so he's going to have it copy the worm coil larva. Flash that in onto this thing. So you don't gain any life. Now what do you want to do? What? Yep. That's fine. Now all I got to do is draw a land. The one time I want to draw land. So I can exile that and exile that. Or we might exile both worm coils depending on what he does here. Obviously, we're going to let that go through. Okay, so I'm back. So my internet decided to just go out, and I got it back on. But anyways, we ended up losing that game because we disconnected. Probably could have won that game, which is super frustrating. I hate when this happens. I tried to hop on my phone to like continue playing the guy so I wouldn't lose my match, but apparently I still lost. So, yep, it is what it is. That's the fun thing about internet. It just decides to do what it wants. So, anyways, yeah, I have to get up early tomorrow, and that sun is like right in my face. But it's been fun hanging out with everybody and doing this chill little chat stream of kind of reviewing some Bloomborough, going over a little bit of what's coming up with some of the fun stuff on the channel as far as the raffle and the next pool game. Down below are the links to Patreon and Discord. If you're not already in those, I would suggest you get into them so you can see the information and stuff on a further level of what's coming out for the pool game and for the raffle. Again, a big apology to all of you that were in the last pool game. I am going to get that stuff shipped out. Don't worry about it. It's coming. I got to make the time. I might even have to leave work early or something, or figure something out, or do it online and just print out the labels and send it as is. So it's coming. I'll get it to you guys. Don't worry about it. And like I said, all of you that are involved with all of this that I've delayed on the shipping, you are getting free raffle tickets. I don't know how many yet. I'm going to calculate that too, but I will be reaching out to all of you and letting you know as soon as I get that figured out. So thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun. But I got to go do some stuff. I might even hop on to Superfast if he's ready to have me. If not, then I got other shit to do. So thank you guys for hanging out. As always, stay syrupy, my friends, and I'll catch you in the next one.